Welcome back to another episode of Road Bob. I'm your host, Zach Moore, here to talk about more NASCAR news and content, so let's roll into it. First thing, Colin Racing announces that Daniel Dye will go full-time in the number 10 Colin Racing Chevrolet for the 2025 NASCAR Speed Series season. Congrats to Daniel Dye. He is currently full-time with McNally Hilgerman 321. Congrats to Daniel Dye. He's only 20 years old. He's currently full-time for McNally Hilgerman Racing for the Craftsman Truck Series, so that is a very big accomplishment for him. His total Craftsman Truck Series stats are out of 39 races, 0 wins, 1 top 5, 1 top 10, 1 pole, average finish of 18. Now his Xfinity Series stats out of 2 years, 9 starts, he has 0 wins, 0 top 5s, and 2 top 10s, and an average finish of 19.7. So Colin isn't hiring some massive superstar driver, but they're going to hire a guy who's going to be consistent. I think is very, very young. A guy that, if he continues to be good, a guy that they could maybe push up to our Cup Series system one day. Who knows? But overall, congrats to Daniel Dye on a great opportunity. Trackhouse Racing and Zane Smith have mutually agreed to separate at the conclusion of the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season, allowing the 25-year-old former NASCAR Truck Series champion to immediately accept off. Next thing, Trackhouse Racing and Zane Smith have mutually agreed to separate at the conclusion of the 2025. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Next thing, Trackhouse Racing and Zane Smith have mutually agreed to part ways at the conclusion of the 2025 NASCAR season. This is a massive domino to fall in the NASCAR Series season. Zane Smith signed the Trackhouse last year to hopefully in the future get a ride with Trackhouse. He went over and won. This past year, he took over the 71 car for Spire, and the third car, it was kind of a mutual agreement. Zane Smith signed the Trackhouse last year. Zane Smith signed the Trackhouse for this year's season and took over the 71 for Spire. It was a deal between Spire and Trackhouse. But then there was news a couple of months back that Michael McDowell has signed the Spire and he'll be taking over this 71. So that left Zane Smith with no ride. And now it seems like there's been rumors about SVG taking over the third Trackhouse ride, as Trackhouse plans to buy a third charter, most likely one of the SHR charters. It looks like Trackhouse has let Zane Smith go and go pursue other offers. Here is a statement from Zane Smith. Obviously, I am disappointed that I have been Obviously, I am disappointed that I have been put in a tough spot. I am digitally exploring quality driving opportunities, and I hope to quickly wrap up my plans for next year. Meanwhile, kudos to our 71 Cup team. We turn our year around this summer with 6 top 20s. With 6 top 20 finishes in the last 10 races, which includes a top 10 last weekend and a runner-up finish in Nashville. With more determination than ever, I will continue to do what I know best, and that is to work hard, race my heart out, and prove myself. Thank you to everyone that has and continues to stand behind me. Zane Smith's stats this year are 0 wins, 2 top 10s, 1 top 5, and an average finish of 25th. It felt like at the beginning of the season, the 71 team was really struggling. Lots of crashing, bad finishes, a total of 4 DNFs, but it does seem in the second half of the season, they kind of found a good rhythm. Really inside the top 20, like he talked about, finishing races, he just got a second top 10 finish, had a top 5 at Nashville. But the one thing I take from his statement is he talks about how he is diligently exploring for quality rides. Well, there is rumors and talks that Front Row Motorsports might be pursuing Zane Smith for their third Cup team. Well, back in July, Jerry Freezer, general manager of Front Row Motorsports, said that Zane Smith could return to Front Row Motorsports if the teams are limited to only 3 charters with a new charter agreement. Well, it sounds like that's what the charter agreement is looking like, where teams can only have up to 3 charters. With the news of Trackhouse parting ways with Zane Smith, it looks like it's wide open for Front Row Motorsports to bring back their 2022 Craftsman Truck Series champion Zane Smith and bring him back and put him in one of their top tier cup cars. To me, I think this is an even better opportunity than the 71 would have been for Zane, because Front Row Motorsports has Tier 1 support from Ford, Team Penske. He'll be a Tier 1 driver, Tier 1 team. In my opinion, without having anything besides rumors and speculation, in my personal opinion, I believe that Zane Smith will sign to Front Row Motorsports for 2025 and beyond. Last thing, Trackhouse Racing announces that SVG will go full-time in the NASCAR Cup Series in the number 88. Yes, the number 88 returns to the NASCAR Cup Series. Wow, there was a lot of rumors about this happening. It's official, going down. SVG is a 3-time Supercar World Champion. Decided to come over to America. He was the inaugural winner of the Chicago Street Course race, and that's what sparked everything. Now he's full-time in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Has 3 wins, all on road courses. His best finish on an oval in the Xfinity Series is 5th. He's also running a limited time schedule in the Cup Series. He said his goal was to go full-time in the Cup Series, and it's official. I know a lot of fans don't think he probably deserves it over other guys, but to me, I think he is a guaranteed threat on every road course. Every road course. He could go out there and win every single road course. He's that good. And look, SVG is doing this because he wants to do this. He wants to go challenge himself, wants to go pursue a different discipline of racing. He has a massive following from Australia. He has a lot of great sponsors. He's going to be in a great car. In addition to all this news, they announced that he'll be running 7 of the last 12 Cup Series races in the number 16 for calling. So he'll have even more time to prepare, get a great feel for the ovals, and set himself up with some knowledge and data and experience racing with the Cup Series on ovals. And that's massive. Like I already said, he's a generational talent. He's a one of one. He's great for this sport. And that's why I'm looking forward to watching SVG rip around in the number 88 full-time for Trackhouse Racing in 2025. Well, besides that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.